Good day, class. This is Sir Emilio T. Tare Jr. and welcome to the 10th day of our mathematics class. Today's learning objective is to find the sum of the first n terms of a given arithmetic sequence. Example number 1. So here, let's read it first, the problem. Find the seating capacity of a movie house with 40 rows of seats if there are 15 seats on the first row, 18 seats on the second row, 21 seats on the third row, and so on. So if you are familiar with a movie house wherein each row the number of seats are increasing, then imagine this one with wherein the first row we have 15 seats for the first row, 18 seats on the second row, 21 seats on the third row, and so on. So our arithmetic sequence will be like this. So first term is 15, second term is 21, third term is the second term should be 18, not 21. So 18 for the second term and the third term is 21, and so on as stated on our problem. So here, to solve this one, we use this formula. Just like this formula is what we have learned yesterday. So let's identify the given first, or the terms needed for each of our variables in our equation. So our S of n is equal to what? We are looking for the sum of 40 rows. So our S sub n, or we will look for the sum of 40 rows of our seat. So if our S sub n is equal to S sub 40, then our n is 40. Now, our A sub 1 is equal to, very good, 15. How about our A sub 40? Since we are looking for the 40th, the sum of 40 rows we have, and our n is 40, then our last term or last row, or the number of seats on the last row, is denoted by A sub 40. Is it given? So on this problem, the last term is unknown. So how we will look for S sub 40, or the sum of 40 rows, if we don't know the number of the last row? So in solving this kind of problem, we will have another approach. So from our equation, or from our arithmetic series equation, the last term is not given. So A sub n stands for the last term, or the general term. And we know that the last term has a formula of A sub n is equal to A sub 1 plus quantity n minus 1 minus multiplied by d. So what we have to do now is just insert this formula, or this part of our equation, to A sub n. So what will it look like will be like this. So from our original equation, we will substitute the value or the equation for A sub n. So it will give us S sub n equal to n over 2 times quantity A plus 1. So it came from here. We just copied the first two parts of our equation. Then the red part came from here. So we just replace A sub n by this one, because A sub n is equal to A sub 1 plus quantity n minus 1 times d. So now we have A sub 1 here and another A sub 1. So what will our next equation will look like if we simplified it is this. 2a plus 1, we just combine the 2a sub 1 and just copy the next few terms. So, our final equation will be s of n is equal to n over 2 times quantity 2a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. So, this formula will be used if a sub n or the last term, again, a sub n or the last term is not given. So, yun po yung pinagkaiba nito dun sa formula natin sa day 9. Yung day 9, kapag given yung first and last term, yun yung gagamitin. So, this one, ginagamit to kapag hindi na given yung last term. Katulad nung nasa problem natin. So, balik tayo dun sa ating example, number 1. So, ito na po ang ating equation na gagamitin. Again, we are looking for our ang ating S sub n is S sub 40. We are looking for the sum of 40 rows. So, basically, our n is 40. Our a sub 1 or the first term is 15. Our n is, our d pala. D is equal to what? What do you think if we have 15 seats, 18 seats, and 21 seats on the first 3 rows? Then our common denominator will be, very good, 3. So it's not obvious, or it is not stated, but it is obvious by getting the common difference of our first 3 terms. So next, S sub 40, we will just replace our variables with what we have here, the given datas. So n will be 40 over 2 times quantity 2 times our a is 15 plus our n is 40 minus 1 times 3. So, let's evaluate. 40 divided by 2 is 20 times quantity 2 times 15 is 30 plus 40 minus 1 is 39 times 3. Now, let us multiply 39 by 3. So, we will have 20 times 30 plus 117. And 117 plus 30 is equal to what? Very good, 147. And 147 times 20 is equal to what? Very good. The correct answer is 2,940 seating capacity of the movie house. Again, the seating capacity of the movie house is 2,940. Okay. Next, for our example number 2, find the sum of the first 10 terms of the arithmetic sequence whose a sub 1 and a sub 4 are 5 and 38 respectively. So dito, ang ating equation or ang ating sequence will look like this. A sub 1 or the first term is 5. Then, the a sub 2 as well as the a sub 3 or the second and third term are not given. Only a sub 4, which is 38, or the fourth term is given. So, let us identify first the variables or the data that we need for our equation. So, we are looking for the first 10 terms. So, our S sub n should be equal to S sub 10. Very good. And our first term or a sub 1 is equal to what? Very good. 5. Next, our n is basically equal to 10. And our common difference is Okay, for this one, we have to get the common difference by using our previous formula. This one, d is equal to a sub n minus a sub k all over n minus k. So we use this formula if we have two non-consecutive or um, non-consecutive na terms katulad nitong 5 tsaka 38. Hindi natin makuha yung common difference nila kasi hindi naman sila magkatabi. So para makuha yung common difference ng hindi magkatabing sequence or terms sa sequence, gamitin natin yung formula natin. Ang ating a sub n, katulad ng lesson natin noong nakaraan, should be the latter terms. So, or yung mas nahuling terms. So, 38 minus yung ating a sub k naman should be yung mas na una. So, 38 minus 5. Then, yung n tsaka k, ito yung kung pang ilan. So, yung 38 natin, pang apat siya, minus 1 because una yung 5. First term yung 5. So, to get the common difference, we have 38 minus 5 is 33 over 3. Very good. So, the common difference will be equal to 11. So, check natin kung tama. 5 plus 11 is, very good, 16. 16 plus 11 is 27. And 27 plus 11, 38. So, tama. Sakto ang ating common difference. Ngayon, balik na tayo dito sa ating formula na palitan na natin yung mga data natin or mag-substitute na tayo ng ating data. So, S sub 10 is equal to N, which is 10 over 2 times quantity 2 times first term A is equal to 5 plus ang N natin ay 10 minus 1 times common difference which is 11. So, 10 over 2 is 5 times 2 times 5 is 10 plus 10 minus 1 is, very good, 9 times 11. So, close natin yan. 9 times 10 is, very good, 99. So, we will just copy 5 times 10 plus 99. And what is 10 plus 99? Very good. 119 or 109, sorry. 109. And 5 times 109 is equal to, or our S sub 10 or the sum of first 10 terms of our arithmetic sequence is 545. Okay. So, I hope you learned something today. Again, kapag itong formulang bagong formula na natutunan natin, ginagamit to kapag hindi given ang last term. So, kapag hindi naman given ang common difference, meron tayong formula na ginagamit, lalo na kapag magkalayo katulad nito, magkalayo sila, pero kung isa lang yung nawawala sa gitna, pwede tayong gumamit ng arithmetic mean or kukunin mo lang yung average. So, I hope you learned something today. That would be all. Goodbye, class. See you tomorrow.